the vice president. Now, so I'm at the say Onia Bedia Frinica, Onia Bay president, obey may be different.
Then obey any different.
For example, one of my examples be brave. Also, economy no, obey na. A certain I am real kakra, a man for. Or just to say, you prices a cost grocery prices, you know what to talk or shop money, I don't know, a cost through. Or just to also a better firm. I feel so. Wasa Asha boss say abortion and maybe America for a issue for one voting or no obey or come up so on fat Trump. Maybe a Trump with Gina and you have no Gina. And to be different. Well, America, I'm America Frank as Obia per se abone yema America for. Now so what different Obia chair 7 for some my a bit a macano. Not foreign affairs in Syria, they're very different. Trump actually say or no say no, or pay different. For example, so example, Trump has on say oba power na enche kra. A who one ba America one fam kwanso ya ma no, obe pamo nyina. Trump can pay. So obe pama who one fa kwan papa so ma nyina. Trump can pay so say Otamfo no mfi abonten na wa atamfo wa America hodoma oba on won bidi enti no value no it not be the same obia with different approach obia with different objectives obia with different priorities different emphasis and they say obia when ya ofan teach you obia when ya aye hia sem enti okwen bia so no ne mare nyesa nya esite no san bebem na eba yen amano nsusu a foreign policy nsusu a ne pi besesa for example Trump akanu pempen says on over power sa America mwa wodema Ukraine no on over obesa adwen ho bio on die chi pempen sa
ayasampa nyo kan ayasampa
ejinase na wo si hwe no sofa ono ase onam kwan bi su a asomdwe beba kwan kono on chireye but ono say on so akode nkoma Ukraine for keke senya wore yene sesia no na senya be ya akone be jane de on chireye interest say ye bia waka Israel say Trump the Israel for echi papa a ohim kra Palestine for no na nsema of Canada Trump of fine bibia with Israel chipinting or queer cost over Gaza then the Trump on Fano near Assam Casibia. Into ever foreign affairs, and I say, I'm an honest and some say, I best Trump also said, Edikan say, under the upper power, make America great again. And they say, as I say, America can say, yet, none but I see the name. And yet, we are some day, then, a month of one summer and us. Not simply to say, America for be Nyahujo. No one say your man can see you. Ain't value in the end yet the same. Or when be as soon as best.
Not so as a son. A idea ever be America for. Wash a near ma okay to the foreign policy as a son. So yen men a Jawan and foreign policy Huniama. Na foreign policy says a son America. Ever be America for. Sir Trump ba no be sesa near man be bree. Kosuru bi a wo hwe bebo
Sir Trump bo Sir Harris bo obia chese obesesa niema though Trump no chese obesesa no bebre asensania oba no sika fade na mo se bebo America fa na mo America for de se wonya sesa na na ye bi hu ye ntimi kan sesi a na mo obia chese sesa no bebo America for na ya America for nko obi aso chese ebeboa wiase afane nyina na so no kware ne se emanosa ade biesia eboa binum sin binum edi ma binum endi ma binum so na nyema Trump aka na bi wo no ma ema yen Ghana for example yen kometu ebi se waka se immigration oba obepama hoho a wo America wan koye nyina ebifu bebre ka ho ntene se eye usuro sema ebifu bebre because enye wonye people say correct waka so ba ene ya ade esteni baako na se be bu America fa na mbu awon ɛne de edusu a ɛna yebi
maybe sasa asem if say yentwa ngani nhwɛ Ukraine Russia Ukraine America de won hu ahyem mu pa eba say America say Trump wini no say men Ukraine men sasa akode nkɔma wɔn ne ho niama ni nsunsuan so de beba na wunye ni say ebe ha wiase ana ebe ha Africa
one would do Ukraine nyina patch say yes ebe ha wiase because wa patch say near Russia re no ye SCD or Russia re gbepo keke enti say one Russia kwana Russia di nkunim a obekọ soldier at the same at the corner akoya man foforo enti one would Ukraine echi de near what can say ebe ha wiase na say bi so say we just asem na sa akonde na kometu na bombing na basabasa koso nyina no eto bebe wie na say we jana yama wan akodi bia biewa ebe ma asumje kasa no akoso yiyi enti again wuntumi ndine chin ka say eye anase eye esia na ibi say ebesi aye na fa but ebi pin suro say Trump ba na say akodi a America suama Ukraine bebre sa no won pa na wujia Ukraine for nechi so wo fi opɛ Ukraine wo bɛkye wo wo fi opɛ Russia for be di Ukraine for so e bi free so say basa enye Ukraine pɛ na sabi na ni mbegu ase wo bɛbo no na mo me ma Russia enya ahoɔden akɔ amanfo so esisi obia na wo fere say no yie ma democracy ana say kaman bi kabina min kabia abambu no wo fere say yie ma no
wo hwɛ sankomo ya ye Kenya UN bibi be sesa wo ho ana
UN de se obano nyao se bema no nyo ni ebe sesa no ebia nye kesi bi if you say won nyina ka se what UN echi won nyina ka se won UN won ni asem but won nyina pe say UN no e more effective and I say to me na adwuma yiye na Trump akasa no de oba ni ohwe no first ne America ka say ye nti eno kire say feku bo na UN na den enye ne priority America ka say ye na enye ne priority nti say ebasa na say ode ene ye adwuma dia UN no will be less powerful so say UN no for example Russia yekoso wo Ukraine yekoso wo Gaza UN ntumi ye ho bibi wa bo modern anso enyeyi wakasa anso enyeyi enti say America dey ankoyi ya ebema emu aye the more ama UN no ene adia eye hu ba mi nyina eba so na ye bi hu say egbesi aye
na UN niema ye den ma won as ene se na ebekun etie wiase nyina
already na fiase kutia wiase nyina ebia ne climate change ebia ne weather some ekoso wiase say ye na ye ameni na ye baby boom na ye de kutia sa ne maniema no enwim a sakra basabasa yente ase ni na afi abrabo a ye bo ni na afi nsu a ye sei no ni na afi nyema ye ye ni yiye UN aka nso ama yentumi nsesa enti se eba se tumi sesa wa America na se ni obebe bia ntumi anya bi pepa afa ho dia ebe kan wiase nyina ene na ema America elections no ema obi adi echi no because ye be si wo no bia no wiase afa na nyina e kan obia enye nyina na ebe to aba no but susan so no de America yes kese search say ni ebe si wo no no ebe kan ye nyina
me question am ni be twa to democracy enam wiase eyo dodo amemu no obia no oberema ni dia ye be hu ne dan msakra beba ho
ni ani papi ikanese Trump no woni na ka say wo pe democracy America constitution no kire say bibia ko democracy ododo abembo no so na mom ni ye nyema bi dem Trump aye no me binim suro say ono ba democracy no emwa papa nya wa ni bi ne say bra olusi ekwe twato no nyema bi course on 6 January bra olusi elections no next difo no call one parliament call attacking Crawford na democracy mo won ya desa won fa kona we yes sir e bi so say democracy mu nso no nia SSA ochire nia odi nkonim ni electoral commission nti ebi no so se Trump ana say Obano Anthony Boase na won ankyere nia wedi nkonim ene nia wedi nkogu na say wa so ebo wo ho sabranse mi na mawini a emasudwe mba enti democracy no de no kware say one constitution mahokwan ma wan yade foforo but they been so say Trump Bresson eba Trump so ensema democracy be dey amia kakra but ono so say entesa no no the democracy di na oba obema democracy akoso pepepe enti say ya to e no kware yo ye ntumi nkyere
yo Professor Noti mo de ja statistics yi munim niam ekọ any modeling na ho niam America se na wo hwe se na media no eye won adwuma won analysis na wo hwe aden na won modeling any won sa niam den na ma ama wotumi model niam na ayakoyi pa ma won na wotumi hu ade na won se eben pa bi kura de o na ye pin wo de toto ni ayeye wa hana den na de ama won sa age no
Osha omo polling no omo niama konkan sing yen before Ghana anti dia omo use omo de be ye polling no e konkan pa
ebini den
ebini some of the methodologies that they use
akwanga wanam so
omo nam so
omo no
ye ehwehwemu no afen so abrofodi some of them are more straightforward in coming out with who they support and why oba bibi forma yen sheda nyesa because ebia wo ojina baby fufro but esan say who did it wo baby nti ontimi nka say oh me we afa ana say me wo we afa but omo hodie omo timi ye nsa nti enu odi tutu ho a omo we nu ekoye pa na osha analysis pollings ni nyina ye no many ede chi kakra
yo
enti ohwe swing states na
yo
usually omudi ye we na anka almost 7 swing states but currently no aye 10 aye 10 mami mbubo summa
yo bobo
Arizona
yo
Georgia
yo
Virginia
okay
Colorado
yo
Florida
okay
Iowa Nevada New Hampshire and North Carolina and Ohio miamia ya mabuboyi when polls are omaye nyina kire say it is too close to call ebia Kamala Abenya bese 48%.
Who can say too close to core? Wonga wetie no kira se den.
Too close to call ni say
ebrin so ya
ebi mu bia betimi afa.
Yeah. Enye hu no betimi afa.
Ne betimi enye so clear.
Yo.
Emu nda ho kra. Enti osha omo modern but was these swing states would tell a lot about the popular votes, how they are going to get, and in addition, the electoral states. The electoral states. Usha, electoral states, leanings no, say, Democrats no more electoral states favoring them than the Republicans. However, because of the swing nature of some of the states, no, to me, and that is why people are scared about who will win.
Yo, what share America? One models are what you do, me. A bit complex. Abradun and Tiasa Kakra. You na den pa na wotumi di ya ema wotumi keka bom ma yenya se eye models na na se eye well planned your friend and system were in place and then because okwa America you know one system no kura chira okura say election management body pa central one okura unhu bi areas de na keka bom no nti one system so no but one calculations no aya then na account for that
I am say hono they have the architecture omaye bibia say at the local level or the electoral level no they can even determine everything and yes echo the electoral body now oh enti omo achichemu enti sana omo ye no but ubaye yen hade na it's not like that just say ya come bibia bom ewo head office and sana yisi betimi ahu say na ekono and answer say na ekono nti systems na omo build your systems no is not too robust ema sa niama no
wodi wani di achi no misa wodi wani di achi no wo hwa places bang na hu say even though you get to say yenkwa anim bebree but wo hwa hefa na you be start ye hu say obi adikan wo baabi is there bibi chrosa is there anything that points to that effect
usha polls na omaye ni nyina ni say usha baby to say Arizona say Trump is leading by almost 70%. And say ye kind we no na say onya below 70%. Georgia so or leading by 63%. And the usha Samia mai who expect say Trump be to me winning. But on to me nya senior yabubono then you can make an inference say we were expecting say ni modern bono be kan say ebe say but antimi amba ni sa wo hwe ni sa na wo betimi aye inference say and the ebia olusu sa na uba democrats or nansa bebia omo wini wo no any percentage votes are omunya say omanya ni sa over several of the electoral states or colleges betumi hu say enkoye ma
me question last one so wo hwe say no way one calculations no ho ne ama na America mami say wo kwabonten ko pick data ana say some survey ana say wo data bi a one manipulating using models on what is animal na
omo use a combination of both
okay
omo use data
okay
and some say omo kwabontin so and it is a continuous process on say data collection there and it might not be too much of a challenge for them for those pollsters there because most of them omenya funding aye sa adeno but uba omamu higher it's a bit difficult say ubenya obi award nisika to support such an agenda.
Yo professor not my last question nefi me ja wo nefi me ko baby foforo aya wo ye election wo say exit poll ehu hia Americans the last election wo ye exit poll eso mfa so ne den wo se wore ye ukwa election a unya exit poll a den na be ye mo ye statistics exit poll eso mfa so ne den wa batum
exit poll no omotime use no to counter check polls are omaye enti ebia waye say Arizona say na ebekono enti say uye exit poll no na say Esesa. No one say bia we na anko yi.
Okay.
But and then shia pepe no one who say oh and the me bubo no sa na ebeko no.
Okay. Ni medase Professor Notim mamenko Dr. Machin wo. Dr. Machin pacho wo so. Yo. Dr. Machin pacho wo temenka ma efe yeba yerehwe you eto da bia wo hwe won yeman a wotumi kyerɛkyerɛ wo se bi ye blue state e bi ye strong state wo strongholds e bi nso ye ayi wo friend den other state mpakyɛw kyerɛkyerɛ sa de no mu blue state e ye den na ye strongholds wo se ba bi ye toss up ne ho ne ma keka bibi kyerɛ na tiefo ne ahwɛfo no wonje na fi yemfa questions ni bi mra ho.
Okay, Midasi. Republicans and Democrats, more colors are, traditional colors are, digina homa, mama yuko. And you know, say, share a state now. Baby, you find say Republicans, color no red. Baby, womunya, manu bibri, if you know, dominating, no hono a red state. Likely so won't be winning, and I say more winning over the period. In Yankoto Abano Crown, in himself, over Ghana, Ashanti region, the party will be winning this region there. Tino, normally, I'm a blue state for the Democratic Party. Normally, I didn't so I'm a red state for the Republican Party. Yeah, the bear to Brofocasa strongholds, no. Nti baby party we no na ho din wo bebre pa no no mo di colors no agina ho na fe so o mo san so yes ade na blue state di all right but na obo say o mo dot red bebre wo and so kire say yes party we dominant wo South state no and so mia bi wo ho no mo a o mo nto aba ma party. And generally, colors no, only digina homa party na ho din e wo state.
America politics ma aya na efe de eyaboro yen so esane se ubisa wo hu se ahaye yekoto abe yi president na ya to aba ma MPs kyerɛkyerɛ yen se ne a woto aba wa America fa kakra yo mfa yen kwa chi bebre animu ya abobɔ so woto a ne a woreto abai hefo ne reto na hina ne woreto aman wofuwa no worekɔ he yi ufa yenko ba bi kakra bi na fe yentu aso.
Okay, womo to aba oman empanifo no enyina womo eyom mra se badwafo no womo to aba womo uyi said the whole plane enyina na omampani akunwa no eno na sisi ya na edimu a epie dindin nipa nyina ani edi akiri but almost anso wo mo senators no omo to abai ombeto ama omampani omo agina na omo yi America mampani no masan ayi sas ai senators no so.
We yini na Breben ena hifu neyi president no yewu efize okenkan won yama na yenti asene se enye wonyina na eyi president no na mum nipa bi na eyi president hifu na eyi president no
enanka prosabenya ehase no awu se omo eyi generally popular voting. But say na prosabenya no on the basis of the size of states no omo assign achiche the values of the votes. The specifics no meaning no say the prosabenya no. But generally
Dr. na me fe ntwam na me wi a but wohwe say na democracy ekwi ene ho niam sa leaders ayewe what won agina we Trump na ho niam wo mu hina na wogidi so obetua democracy akwanto no so we wiase because when we say democracy wohwe Africa ha eyaba form the West Africa democracy with problems na even general Africa any other places democracy I mean unim Huntington no can say is the only game in town no sa nipa benu wo mu hina na oba obe strengthen democracy wutie won kasa won akekenya wo mu hina na obe strengthen democracy all over the world obi wo ho a wanhwe ni a so no no dia democracy bako form ana ka bibi kire
ekwan bi so ye hu Donald Trump pen wabetena akonya no mu mfie 9 ana kwan bi so nso Harris ono so ekwan bi so ye hu ni da ono ankasa any Joe Biden a pray nti oyinani so ade hunu egu ho ansana achi no Joe Biden fa no eka no ho na samre so a o san ejina no ono so akansam dodo no United States of America agia tun se kamam kabia mamu a ewo wiase nyina no omo na omo agi asi omo na so na ekwan bi so omo san di omo sika edi akire dodo no enu ntino ye kano dodo afam ebetumi aka se omo mienu nyina no omo ntwe omo ho free sanhihye dindindin enzo se de na prof we kano eni Dr. Ansako so e kano seti bia no nsakyrae ewo omo mienu entem se wo hwa Donald Trump one enya nkoto abai NATO omo ho keka omo kakra NATO nyina no ejina kabam kabia mamu emufo no akeka wo mo ho abom ede aye eku a omo de bo omo aman ho ban eno ntino se NATO no ahoden dodo no anu titru omo sikasem no ejina America force no eba form a ekwan bi so it will be weakening democracy around the world. Nti say de no eye enyina so akasa ekwan bi so etime akasa Donald Trump presidency ebe weaken democracies around the world because oye obia why fixated on United States of America ekwan bi so onye ntum se America sika omudi ye niema bebre in fact mfie na ya odi kan ba no o share ema countries na no omo wona tumu ebi ede sika dodo bi ebebo anato no for the first time nti eno ye one and two o share once again ojidi se I was say American industries and especially automobile industries. He was very particular with the Michigan state and how our automobile industries, I was say omo emium na omo support to omo timi compete. There is a way America using its economy encourage countries be ama omo even including China. America is courting China to open up, and through that, America be the market. Ama China juma bebre. And using the economic factor to encourage democracies around the world. Osha, Donald Trump was blunt. So who didn't hear American taxpayers' money? Because support to automobile industry biana any America ho. Now or share how through that policy American taxpayers' money they best support to automobile production in the United States and creating jobs there. About pay ɛkwan bi so America's leadership around the world in promoting democracy no ɛbɛba fam area higher baby a maame no Madam Harris or the very opposite of Donald Trump nti no yɛhwɛ saa ntiaseɛ at the same time there then wetumi aka sɛ ɛkwan bi so no the Democratic Party's leadership promote democracy around the world. Donald Trump will not do it, at the same level. Hello.
Will be another winning room. I don't know to say young Africa, Ghana. As a how young lessons bang the bit my pick of yard.
Lessons in the baby. I don't know say one. Oman bia here stability. Say oman no hihye bigina na oman no timi adi ni dwuma na oman no nkoso eno so atimi akoso. And Ukraine say amama ya obi asi nyina kambo international state system. Do your man bia opu dwuma ekoso obabi. Wani na ho so kra efa wo say America man ejina na America man si kasam ejina epushi ewiase amama nyina omo si kasam nso enu nti no democracy in America one say emu ebie and then two why na edi animu ntiase ben na odi edi animu esan say amama nyina no eye connected one to the other in a systemic fashion. And semi when intimi kan nyina twi papa the santino bibi e koso America no yet Ghana ha yempo yentimi enkase emfire ho ahu se enyanwanwa se na nsen ya the US Secretary of State but no abeto yen Ghana yen hihye ya de eye adwuma wa ha no if you say wo so nim se democracy is no ekoso ewo wiase amama emu a ema ewiase emu ejo omo gidi se historically two democracies hesitate before engaging one another in any conflict omo say historically enu no ntiase wo ho America for ntiase a omo de awura amamamu concerning kabam kabi amamu nhihye mu so ewiase amaman do do no a edi kabam kabi amamu eye adwuma ntiase ni se nkoso ebeba owiase mu asomdwe ebeba owiase mu enti yes yeti amamu de Ghana de yeti enso yentimi nka se America how America for nkwan dia
Mababa sraw bio prof yere ba yen komo no so ufi bibi ase na wo de yen nantew abato no wo saate se wo ka ho asem e prof ayi obi be kese o se wo kwa America enye nyina na yeto woto abawo wotu fi baabi na wo de akoba bi na watu aso edi baabi prof ufi ase na bomodin fayen Shemu, hefu ne di kan to aba ne di kan na wo fi hɔ a hefu ne to aso ene he na fe yato yankomo no so
yo said na me chiremu no America about no obi atubi obi a emrama no kwan se oto aba no otubi na emom no mato awie no kwan e fa so yi o mampani no ena yensakrai wum sere me kire no nipa dodo a omoto abayi o mampani ne 538 omo no the electors and those are called the electoral vote na states biano and it dates back to omo akon civil war no. After the civil war no omo form union no na omo pese omo hu se state obi a state ni nyina be ka bomu nti no omo create no mamienu. One was the Senate state biya will vote back in the Senate. Every state has one senator. Then they have the Congress, the House of Representatives now, based on the district. And therefore the votes are counted based on precinct. In the state, you when you pay a woman now you check the electoral vote, you know. Now I'm so starting blue wall state and then red wall state. Blue wall state and then red wall state, you know. You have two abani we are send me cheer muno. State be oha, omo de to na se win popular vote na. Electoral vote o nyina ye de ma. State mienu pe enya saa. You know, Maine and in Nebraska. Omo check according to the percentage of you know, House of Representatives for Amubenya. Others ni nyina omunya unya winipe no mdi ni nyina ama. Maine and your friend say Nebraska only and omunye sadian. Na oba a freeway. And the one other thing is why when we talk about swing state, you need static swing state. You need say bia America will say swing state in the say there be every election bia swing state. Now swing state every they see from previous election. So for instance, over to say your friend say Georgia was a red state. For 60 years, Georgia was a red state. You know, Joe Biden within 2020. Because Joe Biden winning and international say Democrats bet me winning, Republicans bet me winning, it become a swing state. The same to Arizona. Arizona for several years from 1996 and Bill Clinton winning. And 2020 Joe Biden winning. So Arizona has become a swing state. And in Yenisa area was static swing state. 2024 about 2 years ago, there are only 7 states swing states. 2016 was different. 2020 no more 6 states, but 2024 there are only 7, and the 7 here: Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina, Michigan, and Nevada. About 2 years ago. So, Sir Udi about 2 years ago said, "This were the states now Donald Trump and Kamala no more because and now I'm saying or in Republican it mean winning pen na Democrats it mean winning bet mako baby now the omufi say West Virginia for instance. West Virginia is a red state. And you know, how did you get any presidential candidate going there to vote, to campaign? Ohio used to be a swing state in 2016. Ohio is no more. Ohio is now a red state. And you don't hear that they were going to those states because they think it is safe for the Republicans.
Swing state, you know, esesa brano enya de egina ho nti bibi wo ha state e ye swinga afefoforo no ebe sesa yew mbacha otu awasam so
dog sa na the identity sane say ya to aba no me fan say aba ya to 2020 no na say me fan say ufa a state like Pennsylvania, Trump won the states in 2016. But 2020, Joe Biden, winning because Joe Biden won the war. And then I'm so many no to me a winning paying into no. Won't mean can say a blue wall state and I say a red wall state. The same to Arizona. Arizona for several years, Clinton winning in 1996, and Joe Biden winning in 2020. Every other time, the Republicans they winning. So that makes it a swing state. And I think there's also another state that Donald Trump was able to win. That is Georgia. No, Michigan. Donald Trump won it in 2016. So therefore, Now, I'm gonna say so when we need that bit winning, and that is how they come out with the swing state. So this election and soon and all of them have their electoral votes. Pennsylvania, for instance, has 19.
And now your friend the battleground.
The issues.
And I said toss up the battleground. And now toss up.
Yes, the toss up states no. Toss up any swing states no. So this year the total number of electoral votes in the toss up states no 93. And this 93 is controlled by this 7 in states now. Maybe boss we. I'm gonna what that who are the
swing states in the battlegrounds and now so say the toss up no. Yo.
Yes, that is the battleground state. Exactly. I want a battleground because I want a year say be able to win the votes there. But what am I say?
My mimisaw ayi wo friend then was about to the electoral college votes and na ehu hia pa ubetime nya popular vote na mom wanya electoral college vote na urintumi ni aba no prof chirechire mu kakra wo ho na tiefu ntio
yo dog said na me chire mu no America no said me chire mu no e free omontokwa omukon ye na omode tete omontem na omukabo mu no Abraham beka bo mu no omo ye omadwen se obi a ose oba beka union no ho anaso beka United States of America no eyese wo so no ye ma otumi bi a obetimi dia kire se de ye de si omampani na ene se de ye de hyemra enti sa tumi no se be ya bibite se Vermont ono no population near 690,000 no one California or 39 million no California go from Ghana so sabe ya nyina ntimi ka say ye gina tipen crosso ne akwa yi ayi nti achichem yaso nipa dodo na wo ho no ene ye maw nipa e beto aba na de yi ompani no enti California has 54 electoral votes. Vermont has only 3. And on the attempt to yato abana ewie no state no wa wo be wini state no popular vote no said yato no Ghana ha no wo na wa wini the state so state a omote asese so onya wini the electoral vote ni nyina be ma no so California for instance who wini California automatically almost 54 electoral vote no e wo dia but California is a blue wall state. Democrats and a bibi omu wini and California no yen kase a toss up and as a battleground and as a swing state, a blue wall state. And you know, Moka near when it says here, 12 bunny we are. Ya kika Democrats or Muma Munya ya. Don't want send your fees on Bitmania. California and him say they are Democrats never winning to 54 about near Kayamom. Now what about states are almost your names are among the other Republican, meaning West Virginia, Ohio. You say they are. Your friends say Republicans ni be wini na so dia come on na me kire mo say you cry enya nto aba ni nwie no omo kire say Democrats electoral votes Democrats e wo 226 Republicans e wo 219 eno mo nyina kun se be ya omo baba ko do 270 no 270 no electoral vote no se unya mu fa e boro so a ene na yesu wa wini Etini na 538 unya 279 so unya more than half of it. Now they win. Enti state where I can betima call red and as a blue no. And no battleground state. Nature say states parties in me no and as a candidates in me no. Omo kun so benya state way abeka omo de onom dia kwa do 270. Now issues na air drive these states are different. Oko you say Pennsylvania, cost of living is very high. Or more economy. Any number one thing for Pennsylvania because cost of living Pennsylvania is very high. And at the same time, unemployment is also hitting them. And the issues that you see in Pennsylvania is totally different from Michigan. When you go to Michigan right now, Michigan used to be a blue state, but Donald Trump won it. And then a swing state or battleground state. But the issues in Michigan now, one, Michigan has a high Arab population. A more high Arab population. And Israel and Gaza and some Arabs no omubu food Donald Joe Biden, Kakra and Harris. But at the same time, auto industries no. Auto industries no enyadie. But for the first time in the history of America, time auto industries no omuko strike against the companies no. Joe Biden went to join them. Joe Biden joined the auto industries no strike no. And Joe Biden is seen to be a member of the workers group. Even though Donald Trump is promising, say, ama auto industry na no, there is some softness for the Democrats based on the support Joe Biden gave to them. Now, when you go to Arizona, for instance, Arizona's issue is different. Arizona is close to Mexico. Because Arizona is close to Mexico, the immigrant population is high. And because of that, immigration is one of the top issues. And let's bear in mind, and Chai in America, Emranenka, Omode Bo and Mahon Baino. Omo friend Roe versus Wade, and as Roe v. Wade. And Chai in the Supreme Court, America fortress Donald Trump, Abraham Obeyo Mampenino, or appointing more Republicans. Omo etu samrani gui. Nanka mrana womu se oba sebi unfe fro na se pese akra no obema akra na nyini ni awuna utimi ema ho kwan koya abortion. Eye emra naturally the Republicans, the conservatives sabi omo just omo na omo ye Christopher and as omo free Christopher omo support samra no. Democrats who are the liberals tend to support that. And just a few way and the Supreme Court etu samra. Two, when Donald Trump was a president, Donald Trump expressed interest about support to national ban for abortion if the child is up to 20 years, not up to
8 months.
20 weeks. 20 weeks. Obama ban it. And Harris is somebody that they know has been fighting for the woman's right to choose. So either so be kipu akrana and I say on kipu akrana.
Muhammano on kakra. Yo. Prof, what you mean? Yo. What you mean? Mamen ko Dr. Ochiro. Doc, and ne yenimuni ekoso America nyina ongefi aseto aba yehwe ne ekoso na wo hwa lessons ben na wo ho emayen yen a yewo Africa yewo Ghana lessons ben na wo ho yemfemfi ase na afi yinwuram
Well, lessons and Bakuni say person make sure say democracy will always reign supreme. And Pakwa here etimne akame. And ya high ya family de be any floating in Hong by a cocky fit. Near Kakushia and Crawford na kwa and Pakwana kwe 2 to 20 idea. And Fata. I think it's by and large, they have come a long way. And in the so all other democracies will have to learn from them. But before Metro would be assembly about this electoral, college system. Now I'm say there are principles a genus woman set up and Prof Kakra, but me person me be a social ma in the so. Atiasi, on say, yeah, no, a unitary state. and Omudian a federal. And philosophy behind this electoral college, Omo founding fathers, a designing at the end in such a way, say, Omo per se, president, in terms of addressing the needs of the entire country. Until no, Omo share in such a way, say electoral college, state way do one hour, state way do 1 hour, state way do 1 hour, so that in terms of development, and favor only heavily populated areas. Because Omutidi say direct popular elections could lead to tyranny of the majority. And in the say we are here complaining about winner take all. Nanka enye nwa say ya to ya bewie 2020. Na ekuomi no obi antini enya majority. But you just had one person saying say me kokose with the one that had the presidency, so to speak. Then it means to say all resources, control of it, afa. The other half, they have nothing. And omu did say direct popular elections, it will lead to tyranny of the majority. In Tinabanasana, smaller states, any rural areas, could easily be overlooked. So densely populated areas in a unitary state like Ghana, Osha, Ponce, and Pembe, they get more development than the other, districts or regions. So you can mention Greater Accra region. You can mention, Ashanti region. You can mention, Western region and so on and so forth. Into what you say, but yes, it was to prevent things like that. So that in as much as Cropper said, on call for a letter will and also in terms of distribution of resources, they ensured say this electoral college system prevented things of that nature. And in terms of federalism, almost say key principles.
Then a Juma Pan way.
Pacho say. Bisabio.
College in then Juma Pan way. Wabatunum.
There's a possibility so but to me we need popular vote, but the electoral college, in the fighting for Civil War it was to ensure unity. And in Tinakwati say, ye obaya mamua, ya nananum, ekwakuno, omukwakuno, no muwinia, no machi chirikro, no mwesi akunya, na baba yom. And it said, ni moja, any edugu hono. He must have a stake. And I think, sir, omo model omo sawe system on the ancient Roman system, the senatorial system, the army system, what they built was what they call timocracy. That, contribution, your status in the state was dependent upon Nyaude Eba in terms of contribution. I don't know what they talk about, the key principles under the philosophy under the electoral college system. And they said, almost the division and sharing of powers, to ensure that division and sharing of powers between state and national government. And I'm also making sure that there is that representative democracy. And citizens, by electing representatives to make sure that decisions on their behalf, are rather taken directly by those whom they will elect as lawmakers. And the electoral college system is also to ensure, keenly they protect minority interest. Minority interest. In our case, in our electoral system, which is supposed to have been a lesson, I will see from the minority interest is always run aground. We say, your parliamentary democracy in power. The minority will have their say, but we, the majority, will have our way. Though it has its own challenges and controversies, I think by and large, and and I make sure say the states are more united no always remain as such. Tis how you no electoral college system no.
The American system na first of all you friend voters and back to won no electors. Na sa electors no one electoral college no. Na sa electoral college no ekugina ho atoaba the president. Na obi bebi sa we say anka voter na to na ba wi a ade na electoral college no ko yi president mame sa wote ase nti wo de betoto ye ndi hu ankrofo kese wonden like the ordinary voter no otoaba indirectly na electoral college no na otoaba nkasa yi president no yo enti wo de toto ye ndi hu ha yang nene yende na ye correct yang ye to yang aba direct ni nga yem president yem fa nkofa college bi aso wo hwe na bi na eteden
o say mama yesu ye wure mfi say ye system a combination of the American and the Westminster system and intino the fi say ebedia boy and we deal with the popular vote ebedia boy and no na ye fa omo de no it is in relation to the founding of the state. Into no philosophy ni a bit different. Ana untimi mfa akwa enkwankwa yo hen emani nyeyi. Ya na no maku aje oman no ade esi wo state ndi esi wo no. You cannot do away with their contribution. And you know omono the essence of it no say no ejina ho ama sa to me no any unitedness no de bia no they very very important. And I will share omo potai ne say they don't want a situation popular vote create tyranny. It is very easy to create tyranny. And I'm going to say, yeah, dear, no, a sinto woman say, imagine say, ya tuaba, nani padudu say, atuaba say, na motimi enya parliament apai, nani pa ba koko say, then suddenly everything turns to one person, and it is all winner takes all. In their system, the minority were interested in. By that electoral way in the processes, I am maintained and protected. And that for me is crucial. Very crucial. And, we may go the popular way. And you see, the popular vote, article. That's an article.
What am I?
Aha.
What am I?
I'm a two cousins here.
What won abana? Ubi enya 270. Intina abana pai. Ebana sa. Won ankasa nso electors no electoral college no kwoto abano na won ayi ayo mampanin no won akubreak sa atai no. Na enya no bia na ehu a. Yeto na first round yenganya president yeko run off anya no bi ani
say asase no wasambisa no because the network na twitwa si entmante
me fiase bio
hello fiase bio
doc what am I
metewonka
yo me bia what about America obi anya 217 yo enunti net say et say what for kwan bi so na wato na we president ahanso yeto de bia yeto a yenya winner nti yeso ye for kwan bi so na ye ko second round na yeto na ye hwe bi na enye the same thing.
Well, it is not about say bia about workeke say bia apai mu ache na akwakoa ewe ewosenya abatoɔ no ɛho mfasodeɛ no ɛno ne esinto a wɔyɛ die no mu so yɛwɔ kwan bi a network deɛ ɛde okay
wohwɛ nea ɛkɔyi a obi bisaw mesa question ni gina ho ade na America to aba na ɛsɛ haw yɛn ye dwenhu ye ntiri tu afi so lessons ben ade ben ni betume asua ɛwɔ America be ya woto yi na yere ko akoto aba 7 December den ye betuma asua de aba kan ye ndi ho ne yan aye na ahye ne ma
osua hu bebre
ebi ne na wan
ebi meka kakra ba kone se ense ehye yenkran na yehu se democracy ana se kebinamin kebi abembu no
yo
obia ne honoma ne de no eye perfect obia de etosin kakra sabio yen bibrim hanom no ekon aba amaho bebre so Sierra Liberia countries bebre ekobaya efi elections and elections nti enam so na say queen by na say yesua ne hu say and yes simple America say one last elections asana ya worry ne kan a problem wo wie no Trump lucy is also on lucy na won awiem yet is asem we bibrim hada and they say hu say yenko na sebe election kan no asem nti yen hye yen hu nkran na yen so yen decide na so yes ebibefu yentumi in elections na mom no den so bia sua kwankwan or the best side no and they say so if you want chance be bia ye perfect if so sa yaw na kasatwi ni ade aye kan ye mpe no once wo ye bi sabio Trump de awucha obano mpoa campaign mu nsembbre and they say who say yet to sing wa kwampi so de na so democracy no obi and do perfect stage ye nyina say bo ye ho modern na ye ko yen eni ye de sua ba kwa me feel say say ye sua fi won chan two say sua fi won chan so say why elections are won sorry nka say made in kunim we ye din kugu say wo my electoral commission no and body ku ye in charge no na e kire ne we din kunim ene ne we din kugu na wa won bo ho sabran ka say wo na we ye una we din kunim there is say ye sua fi won chan Niente sia question be say ba concern say all America election for year ho. America we are seeing na no one be your men bia. Okwan bi so was men bia. Na say asem si wo hono ma enye susan so oba bia we are see afana ni na. Sika ni ahode ni akodi awowo no so so no. Esin o men bia rade. Enti na fe so yen Ghana no ye de won digwa. Ye to yem fi won chen. Yet on young cocoa na young neman so ma won. Into a same si honoma e kan yen. Once na boy what my aid. Among our my aid, one my moi. Na yedi jan nan so no. E ho hia pa. Say oboneka say 40% of young budget no if outside sources. Na America di makonim pa one our boy yen sika. Afi bia de buya man America ka ho. Enti anything e bi si hono bia no e fa ye ho.
Doc, then na we hu American system ma uje di say eye nanka yetumi fa bi ba yandi ma ebabo yen.
Oh. Nyeme pi wo hono ma say fa ye ebi ni sa democracy ya meken.
Yo.
Esi hu say esi ye koso. Yet to sing the but once what to sing obi eni hono ma o ye perfect ye. In the say ko yen kabina minka free speech. So yetumi ye can be and I want so institutions work ni America no twum say je share what the actors say we bibia no e koso pepe Trump born ho saban say o win last elections no na institutions when you say judges bibia ye pepe ma bibia dedi institutions work bibia ye ne job pepe na no name say you share fi one chance yes institution say young court young press media bibia be na djuma say bibia koso ya president no nko an to me bibia they say you share no so fi one chance and I say young man for no so no citizens ordinary people young yeah man no so yes say ya ma ye ni ku politics ho na bibia koso ya ye de yan adwene na ye ni de achi na bibi nko yi ya ka ya demonstration and I say I can now one with the incident who say won't be fire keke say ye we na sabi ye ni da ho ye manyama ntosi
problems bang na we hu wa America we je say ye boy ho bang fi sa de no
ba ko ne we intolerance say ayaw say wo na we na obi di onye kabilam ka bia man no ten bia no you have opponents say ten bia no wo ye bibia obi na obesi akan say kabilam ka bia banete we can say obi so can say na mo na see who say so obi no wen ya adwene a enche say your tamfo eni ade ba kwese yesua so obi no wen ya adwene a enche say your tamfo so we MPP no be NDC a enche say mo ya tamfo na mo no madwena enko baako wo bebe hu keke enuane inde say mo hu say Mackenzie no mo resi aka keke dia pretumi na so mo ya tamfo enti ese say mo fa mo say mo ya tamfo na mo ye na traso eno nya je say me feel say yesua fi won che wo ye we num nyina nso bi nche bi into prison baako be win baako be lose we wi na won wi again mbrana eye djuma mbrana eye djuma o tani pano kra ese mbrana eye djuma o yen no ni a wo pe eye mbrana eye djuma enso nya de so ya mesia fi American France say ese so fi won che
right Professor Noti statistics modeling no huniama so wo hwe ne ekoso wa America ya no huniama dan ni betuma sua fi American say no predict elections say no model elections you betuma sua ne de abayan ha empem bebre no wo hwe yan ha ya wo say fi ye koto aba na nipa bi say nyankopon ne won akasa enyam fomso na mom usua science kakra yan usua science keto modern de akasi o what's the scientific knowledge in a universal na a verifiable it just say uko baby a sanete na unsu di okwan a wode hwehwe say anim de na unsu bekwa kuduo yo se obi di sunsun bi ehu nene so na wa ehu se na babekwa ye nyina ntumi ni achi e say meme wo mente mansum me hu mene so then na wo hwe American system no na you be to make sure in terms of predictions, modeling. Yede baha ebebuayen.
Oh, nyama bebre.
Bobo bi ni nti.
Ba ko ni say almost systems are ewo hono. Systems no work. Enti say u building model na say problem ba model no kra in terms of prediction na you know the source and you can correct it and later on deploy. But yen de no, I am say problems kakra wo yen shishe no and yeah in term pi no senia ebia prediction no be kono and yes sa na ebesi. But we are open, we are still learning. Know your predictions are here is based on the American swing analysis omoye in previously.
Yes.
And yes, yeah, enti to de bia yes, yeah, the omoye no na ye dia ye mfato na yesu ye dia improve ye dia no.
Who feels political parties ewo Ghana han ehun be hia say wonya sa experts no to say mo statistics no mathematics no no woboa na wotumi boa ne predict elections na ebem if say me no ye nim say elections no scientific na akwan no predict obi a follow ma basabasa
reducing sa basabasa yo no
yeah.
Because wa wonim say prediction no enko ma ho enti ya vote na say anko ama ho a wa wonim just say wa control exams wa wonim say questions are bisa o yi want to be answer and a results aba wa try f wa wonim enti eno no it depends our understanding of the electoral system and me hun say say ye besua dia omuye no
for the political parties in so which me sua sanime
so omusua
yo
and they should engage some of us ye you want him there or
statistics.
They should get closer to us. We can assist them.
And then I'm doing when I'm busy say into brain so to say Ghana to say Eugene you be to me say kwakwa elections are statistics, political science, any allied groups bit my transit. I one prediction what the other trouble thing. Over the brain so say yes Adam.
Oh yet to me yeah. But in Prempi, you know, on say building model now. As I say, ukwa bonti, usi bonti, so now
collect
data. But and only asem because ebia unya sikano dosu, sika yedi collect sa information a dosu. Oh, enti anka yetimi yedi sa na yedi boxi dia existing data ni kan ena dia ube collect na udi account. And you can do a better prediction.
Ninti Americans and if you say some science no ebe more so Americans way nkrofo adwene fi obi so dai obi hu nani so na fei oyi say me na me wini what won anu na keka no am attention ba form
I know they me faso
me get this say ya kono sa but my last one problem ben when who American one modeling the statistical predictions and no when am wo fro say and also emwa nti say yere copy bibi a yenhwe ni yo
no on say every modeler ube building no assumptions also and say we see na say we see na say we see say na beba no and say ambano sa na trese ebia assumptions are uye no you were wrong in the first place and na eba na sa no and sometimes we building model na say we deploy na say prediction na ankoya and say you should come back and reflect and see why you went wrong. Last 4 years America omutu abano say prediction go the other way around and it is possible say babano but you should be able to reflect and then you will check say oh I don't know 20 and na 20 na eba ni say
so to me hwehwe ne dey sad na ba
it is sad no ba
all right Professor Note mamenko Professor Brinya ho prof mbacho wo so ya mamento nka prof nia ye hwe wa America ne niama ekoso yi o wuje di say wo de wadi America politics echi ache ebe pai make ze ebe pai a niambeze mbizani say oba ku benya 270 vote na say eremaso okay mamenko Dr. Machin Dr. Machin wo hwe ni America ekosi a mamimisa wo 270 na etiso ba ku nya na wadi no so ebeba so anemaso
baso enya dia ebe pa
dan na wahu na yenhu ye dan na wate na yente ye
omo can say too close to call any there omo aka by the end of the day no a winner will be produced in fact omo also sanjidi say the be ha obi lusu no benya no honti ase no there should be a clear winner omo agidi sa na omo enso enim say generally uncertainties be bre our system no because benya e can be but kwa me dey can ho this issue I think even that one because benya talk about it Democrats no omo support base no be bre aye punch the support base of the Democrats aye punch on two grounds one economy no ensure that enyina ne naso yi papa ewo states be bre and Donald Trump take advantage. Say or not no betimi ama American economy no agyan na so eno ntino the youth one more enyumasem houses here omo betimi edi gidie out to Donald Trump so likely so they have also announced that this time round about 8 million youth and almost capture them to be about 1/5 of the whole voters. And you know, I'm from they'll be voting for the first time. These people that I'm talking, members of the youth, will be voting for the first time. Roughly, capture them to be 8 million. And one more challenge by economic issues, unemployment. Trump has come in, and there's a fear that a bit more tilted towards that end. Two, the Arab Americans, and then the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Traditionally, one vote to the Democratic Party. For some reasons that we know, they are not voting. In fact, some of them have put themselves together and have been campaigning terribly. Because Donald Trump has promised that war will end within a very short time if he should win, even that of the Israeli-Palestinians. Or say he will, end that war. And at the same time, one of us, I can't watch on the Russian-Ukraine war, he will end it. Indeed, there are those people who this American money, our more pumping good, Russian-Ukraine war, pointless. And that, but for the United States of America, some conflict should not be there. And Donald Trump has clearly stated, say, the beginning of the timeline, crowd to him. Say, Odin Kulima war will stop. On how. These are issues.
We share
in the absence of
now we share Harris, ne record. Woman here na Americans see need this what the 2 mana ababu.
I think something issue based. Issue based. The way politics need to know. One monolithic sort of variable who can say a major determining factor. Issue based. In the gender issues, the core issue revolves around abortion. The Democrats. The issue based. I think the core issues are medical and then American-China relationship, and also a zero into economic issues. The aspect of supremacy, so much American-China relations. One, domestic issues, and then two, international issues. The domestic issues, the economy, abortion, immigration. Also, Donald Trump, our edge over the Democrats, because Donald Trump has laid, his cards on the ground that send all illegal immigrants away, or timeline, or specific program, or deploy, so issue based. I think like they are saying, you have to wait, for the some backing kind money in a way. But then say Tibiano, at the end of the day, a clear winner will come out. I don't think a best split it now I create any issue here.
Say, we should patent takrema. Hina no be winning.
I do it. They are very difficult to call. Very, very difficult to call.
Okay, egunze mu say ju no. Enu nti kabibi kire no bia. Oka ama obi ari nye wogwan. Aha.
Oh, enya dia mi wa hodin a me de be kan bi. Sa America for elections pa de me ntimi enkolo. Me sheda ni bibia dindin a eche me say we ne bedi nkunim na we ne bedi nkunim. I will not be surprised obi obedi nkunim bia no. I will not be surprised.
Dr. Amachi ye beda wase so wanya bre na waboa yen. Yensa kan we de bibia no yehia wa yebeto nsafro aseda wo de da wase.
Ndamase.
Professor Brenya ho. Prof. Yo, wo so ya Prof, say na niema ko America yi wo de wani toto ho a wo hwa den factors na ebe influence voter choices no more ama obaako asen obaako.
Dr. Machikain, the issues are different. And as I was saying previously, state biya and your home. Generally, economy no idea a handful for. But when you go to states like Georgia, our main issue is the preservation of democracy. Sambeka 2020, Georgia na Donald Trump offer phone of fresh Secretary of State in the sense omwa nanka omunya and maybe umbetimi they attending the election. So Georgia is also one of the states right now currently Donald Trump ekujina call to say senka America kamima mikebi amemunu obetu. Then when you go to Michigan area and the Arabs, where you have a lot of the Arabs, they are worried about what is going on in Gaza. And then those to the border states are worried about immigration. It's in adding, but over the turnout as we are hearing now. Emma, this time around, I'm just say about so far. Emma Topa. This is the first time that they are going to election where Roe v. Wade, they are bought a same day Supreme Court dia ebeye emra am the bomb mahu by efa abortion how they take decision about themselves. This is the first time and also abeye a keen issue. Several states crown as issue on the ballot or motunwaba. And adding senka. If the pools were anything to go by, despite the closeness of the pool, and the fact that many of the women now, they are concerned about they taking decision about themselves there, then you would want to say that Harris, Abia, an advantage. But 2016 makes it difficult to say because 2016, every poll showed that Donald Trump was going to lose. In the end, every poll was proven wrong. And then it is very difficult now to say, in any case, Trump and for some are very confident, say, win. Kamala and for some are very confident, say, win. Yeah, said, yeah, and your man, okay. Nemum, Adiabakwa, me pese, yeah, it is. You see, in America, they have something they call the red mirage. I'm friend red mirage and a blue shift. Red mirage, you actually say, so I say, you started to a baffle fra. Republicans, mostly the white people who like to live in rural areas. Areas where the precinct has smaller people. The counties have very few people.
Prof. My was summary 1 minute. Na afi yedi jumedino abewie.
The American United say abano ye besati abuboy Donald Trump ndi anybody kaba. If he said in call forward baby a nipa no sunti abano ebebano na esi odikai na odikai na se efe Democrat no ba enam so mo call for no do so nti na esesana Ghana for yeah can say be America yeah nyoma enam ye hwam 2020 BBC Donald Trump who say ni man ba na ekire dan wo say awi aban e de Ghana for yen fanye hwe hu se eto aba na e bi asabi be bia wo de wo no enoma no start aba na se ekire nu ko dania me enko hwe say Donald Trump kra na o say oye your friends the older democracy no otimi sorry tina o say anka Emmanuel ya 20 and Jimmy Smekwa Koyebi. Yan China Bibian Konewe na dear no and the papa ya
sir when your brain wababoyen. Yes, say Brabia Yabetonsa Befreon, he did say Ubia Wawa to Mako Dr. Ochiro. Doctor, my closing remarks can be reaching near Qui then na yebetuma fair film. Na yedi ababa ye abuaye Ghana abatuga ewe enemy.
I'm saying no dear, my din kind I can answer in my second way, no. Nam say bia, you also going to put me on the spot to say bia no misha. Mishata kreba mwine baby, but when be same. I think say we may also have to take a cue from what
Mamemfa ento so. Yo. Hina na osha obewini.
As a fun say economy, issues of immigration, issues of unemployment near there, then I'm suspecting that Donald Trump is going to win. But if the electorate believe in terms of home democracy to be affected, freedom and other things will be affected because the Democrats are saying certain things like that about Trump there, then probably, Kamala Harris will win. But I think that Donald Trump is likely to win this election.
Say when you bring now wababu ya ndio fine. Mijedi say brepemu ni yefrewa yebesa yansaka yedawase. Dr. Nzakwe my closing remarks 1 minute na yampong.
Ni onyameka ni say ni obetumi amankofo akoto abano ono na obeweni. Bi say wo ben wontu ni na ya abonta. Na ni obetumi mobilize the voters to vote no. Now I am most likely to win. But Netibiano, I think it's set to be a close election. The other remark I make, last one is we will be signed for Professor Acosta for elections. Yes, you can say, yes, America now, the polls are not always correct. In the times past, they've often been wrong. Again, they pay more and more attention nowadays to exit poll rather than predictions before the elections. Them says you see so ha ebeboa. Them say exit poll tend to be more accurate than long predictions.
That's it. Prof. Yeah. My summary.
The summary is say baby ebeko bia efa bia ebeko no. Yedi be esuan ho. Usha, our election, no, it looks very much close to Yende, no. Trump, Atana Suda. Ghana, dear no, so Mahama Atana Suda. Mahama di 4 years. I haven't said on some 6 months be ansana, but on 4 years, 1 year 8 years. Trump. Nya 4 years ena Democrats no betwe mu Kamala Harris vice president ya to no so abase ongo gina ohwe Ghana die no so a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vice president ogina ama MPP enti
dino kura na dem niema sese wo ho
ese enti yehwe se na ebekọ no na yehwe se yenye de no nso saa na ebekọ no ana se insan bebe
yo am say tiefo aha na ye de dwumadin beba wie ye tietie America fo koto ngaba obi bebi sese na America to aba efa ye ho mpanimfu a enne ye to nsafre ho ngaba kyerɛkyerɛ mu nyina amayen hu se America to aba efa ye ho ne titiri wodo amemu abi wa ha eye nkrofo fa ho de eye human rights akokwan wo wiase ene egwadi a na mfofa a ewo ye ntem ne ho ne menti America ne yekoso no bibia ne ho hian ezane se obroni bekese wiase nyina aye global village aye oman baako ene nti ne esi wo baako mu no eno ya na ekoba bia medie de se ne ampanimfu akan matie na so pam eno nti munwen ho ne yenhwe se ne ebekọ na emom yemfa bibi mfim na yemfa meto yeoman ho na yensu ade pa bi na yekoto aba ya ye ne etie na bibia no mum yenkai ho se Ghana ne yamman yeni oman fufuru bia yensom ne nyina medamase ade enche
and stop the lotto.
Oh boys, keep on the beat.
Pleasure. Mama Africa,
They don't tear squatter, they don't blow a meter. We coffee see fast now. What that we require? It's a simple life now. No big clock to chaser, no they fail as a leader. They go come and meet and down with you when they need your vote. When they need your vote, oh 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 oh. They go come and meet and down with you when they need your vote. When they need your vote, oh 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 oh. Feast the country, feast the country. No they lie so, no they lie so. Oga feast the country, feast the country. No they lie so, no they lie so.